Called In Today's History. So we're going to try to bring our history that marks today. It can be before Christ, after Christ. We don't know. We're just going to bring some good history in.
Things have happened.
Yeah. We're going to talk about what's going on in Puerto Rico with Bad Bunny. Also, what Mexico is doing to help wilderness and a couple of other stuff. So don't go nowhere, right here.
Step into the light where the stories glow, the laughter's high and the vibes just flow. Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the news, we bring the fun, from the rising moon to the morning sun. Relationships tight where the good vibes run. The LDM Show, where it's all begun.
All right, well, welcome. This is the LDM Show, and I'm Charles Laloma.
Lydia, Penn here.
And I hope you're doing okay this week. How was your week so far?
It's been a little weird, a little out of the ordinary, but I think I'm still grateful. So,
Yeah.
in spite,
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that go wrong, but things are still going right. So,
I know, especially with the weather going up and down, up and down. So
I sweated today.
yeah, today was pretty good. Still try to get your little walk here and walk there, because I know in the wintertime people close themselves up.
wait till it's summer.
Yeah,
Staring out the window. Oh, it's so cold.
Matter of fact, I think
Heat complaints.
I think we're gonna probably wind up with a little episode talking about what we can do in our homes to exercise in the wintertime. To get your little blood circulation going. Because I'm guilty myself. Since the back injury, I haven't really moved, so I'm eating a lot, and I gained 4 pounds, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
no. So,
At least you're recognizing it, because most
Yeah.
people won't check it out and be like, I don't know, I probably gained 2
shoot,
pounds.
and it's probably all in my belly. That's why I'm like, no, I gotta.
Most of it's water, but
Yeah.
Still
Because
want,
I've been drinking a lot of water, but I haven't been really doing nothing.
you want whatever's coming in to go out.
Yes.
You know,
So
just want to keep that flow.
yeah, work that out. But let's jump into some word on the streets. MTA is still trying to think about raising money.
In my mind, I consider paying $3 one way, right? That's how I think of it. I don't think of it to the exact
round way
change.
ticket is gonna be like $6.
Right. That's what I consider. I consider, okay, maybe $10. Like I just throw it out in my head.
Honestly,
like, I lost $10 for the day. Because what am I doing with the other 4?
But honestly, I think they should just figure out a way how to get these hood people and everybody else not paying to pay. That's the first thing you want to try to do. Because I'm not paying. I'm sorry, if you're gonna boost it up, and then I'm trying to come into especially the bus.
Nobody's gonna take the train. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna go on a bus, and you see everybody running into the bus to take a
back.
seat, and I'm like, yo, and I did it a couple times. Well, the bus driver also see me that I was gonna pay. He was like, don't pay, because that's messed up that you gotta pay, and everybody just ran in and took all the seats.
Yeah.
So first, MTA, fix that problem, and then people like myself that don't mind paying, because
What's the right thing to do?
I'm using OmniPoint and the Omni card, and like in 3 days I'm already up to $17. So the rest of the week is free. So it doesn't bother me, but it does bother when I can't get a seat and I paid.
Right.
I don't mind if it's everybody's paying and then I can't get a seat. That's no problem. Because even people that are standing.
That's the right thing to do. If you're not paying, at least you could do is to let the paying person have the seat.
And I hate when especially on the bus, they jump into the back and then they run to the front to get a seat. I'm like, nope.
No,
So now, you know how they say you don't beat them, you join them?
Yeah.
So I joined them. I jump on the back, I run, and I put my bag right on the seat, and I sit there. And then as soon as the bus starts moving, I go and I pay, and I go sit back down. And the bus driver looks at me, he laughs. I was like, no, I had to get my seat first, because if not, I won't get a seat.
Yeah.
So fix that problem, MTA. Besides
the train is bad too, because you know, it's like then if you do say something about what's going on with the subway hopping and the crackheads giving out free rides, leaving the door open in the subway.
And what? And those
I'll
guys,
take advantage of it because they're not cleaning them up.
Yeah. What about those guys that are standing in front of the door? What are they there for?
They're opening the door. They're leaving the door open.
No. The security.
Oh.
They're
there to intimidate. They can't touch anybody. They don't get paid enough for that, Charles.
Get them out. Because I'll be seeing people jumping over.
Oh, yeah. The kids right here on 149, the kids will jump right in front of them while I'm swiping like a chump.
Well, the kids, I understand, because they come in school. They're supposed to have those school passes. But not if you're in high school. Some of the high schools don't do that. But junior high school now, they give the school passes. But I'll be seeing adults.
It's easier to do in numbers.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Don't ask me how I know.
Listen, when you know, you know. That's it. No,
Cops can't get all of you.
Yeah, fix that problem first. The run for mayor is going crazy.
It is. They're hyping up security, for real.
So, no matter what, New York, prepare yourself. It's going to be a hell of a ride.
Chaos?
It's going to be chaos. No matter who it is, it's going to be chaos. Now, are we going to have a little chaos, or are we going to have a lot of chaos with the Indian guy? I don't know. So...
He's just one of the candidates. I mean...
That's what I'm saying. You're going to have a little to a lot.
Yeah.
No matter what, you're going to have chaos.
Nobody really wants any of them, I don't think. So
The only one I can see, but no one's taking real serious, is Curtis.
Adams jumped out. Saliwa?
Yeah.
I thought so too. I was
Curtis,
thinking so too. He seems like he's got a little bit of
the guardian
sense.
angel guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has a lot of sense. He's going around the world. He's been trying to be mayor and governor sometimes for so long, but he makes a lot of sense talking about let's go back to the 80s where rent is controlled, the light bill is things. Well, we come back where $1 made sense. You know,
right?
But no one wants to listen to him because
it's not benefiting.
It's not benefiting the government.
Yeah.
It's not benefiting the government. It's only benefiting the people, which the people has the rights.
We are the masses, guys. We gotta, we have to realize that.
And then stupid people are not voting for people like that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, I seen him. I've been watching him. Been watching a couple other guys.
Back in history, let's just talk about him for a minute because. He did something that was paramount that nobody else did at a time that was extremely necessary. Mm-hmm. Nobody else said, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this madness and chaos, and I'm sick of being scared and worrying about dying. We need to take back, we need to unite, and there's power in numbers.
Yep.
If everybody says something, there's nothing they can really do. They can't really push back against all of us.
And they when he started, they started calling them vigilantes.
Vigilante.
Because there were like 6 or 7 of them.
But the police weren't helping them.
Yeah, but as soon as they started getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
They weren't causing trouble. They were protecting the people.
Yep. I remember they were in the trains, each door. They used to watch. Boom,
they
boom.
did. I tell you what, I wouldn't mess with them. Okay? You hop a train over them and see what happens.
So, but that's a thing. No one's watching that. They only caring what these people can do. Oh, they can keep me on welfare. I love this guy. And here goes this guy.
Is that really it?
Yeah, it is.
Is that really being...
Because all of them always saying the same thing about welfare, helping. Now here comes Curtis talking about we want to give jobs. Now nobody wants to vote for him. Nobody wants to work. If Curtis would have been like, listen, we're going to give you $200 more of coupons, now everybody would have been voting for him.
People tell me that's not true. That can't be true.
I hope it's not true, but that's what it looks like. Because he's the only one that's saying he wants trading jobs back. He wants schools to do automobiles and stuff like that.
Right, vocational training. I
he
think
wants
that's
people
important
to get
too.
off of welfare.
College isn't the path for everyone, but you do, as a young adult, you do have to pave your own way. And sitting on your ass isn't the way. That's not going to teach you anything.
But college is a scam anyway.
College is a scam. So, vocational, you'd be making money, you'd be training, apprenticeship, learning an actual tool, a skill that's necessary.
When I heard that the crane people that was doing the big towers and all these stuff, the buildings, making $130 an hour, I was like, wait a minute.
They're climbing up there, aren't they? The people who are climbing up on heights?
The crane stuff, that they put the crane, the bars all the way up and everything, they make a lot of money.
That's dangerous.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Not even doctors make that much. And if they do, they probably been 10 years in the job. Here goes this guy that's been like 2 years and he's already making enough that, So if you're going for jobs that make money,
do your research.
do your research. Which
don't
one?
waste your time, don't waste your money if you know that that's not going to be something that's for you.
Like some doctors be like, oh yeah, but I'm a doctor and everything. And here you got a crane guy that's not even paying college, but's making all that money. Here you got a doctor, a surgeon that makes, let's say, $200 an hour or whatever.
His workload is crazy too.
His $200 an hour is only like $30 an hour because he's still paying school.
Yeah.
He's still paying school off.
Yeah,
This guy's not paying school off.
Yeah, he's not seeing that money until at least 5 years.
Oh my God, 5 to 10 years before not even, because the first 5 years of out of school, you're doing internships and you're doing residency. So you're not really seeing that money.
Right.
So
you're just working. You're building your reputation.
Yeah.
So if money is something you're looking for, that's probably not the path.
Yeah,
for you.
That's not.
You're going to be very frustrated. Where's the money?
But basically, that's all I have for the word on the street was those two things. I wanted people to do their research for anything, and then look at overall. And if they were bad back in the days, look at what they're doing now. Maybe they changed. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate when they say, oh no, but yo, remember why he did this and this and that? That was when he was 20.
Talking about the candidates?
Yeah. Like when they were 20,
Yeah.
He hit somebody in the head.
I mean, when I think about the foolish things that I did growing up.
Yeah, like people don't act like they didn't do nothing stupid. If it has nothing to do with the city or with his job, I don't care. Oh, well, he tripped this guy when he was 12.
Right, he had 12
that had nothing to do with his politics.
He had 12 wives.
Yeah, like what that has to do with his politics? Like, come on.
Elon, I didn't know that crap about Elon's kids, dude. That he had like a tribe of children.
Some of them he adopted.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See?
That's what I'm saying. Like people don't.
Still learning.
So I don't care. But anyway, real quick, we're gonna do on today's history. So today's September 25th. We gotta go back. In 1775, the British force captured American patriot Ethan Allen during the Revolutionary War. That's crazy. And
1957, the Little Rock Nine, a group of 9 black students, were escorted into Central High School by the U.S. Army soldiers to enforce desegregation.
Now, I want to stop there real quick. I know we got a little time before we go to commercials, but a lot of people don't know about this.
Yeah.
Because when they do the Black History Month, they only talk about Martin Luther King and all these other.
I can imagine
same
what they're
people
teaching
every single day, every single month.
So the only reason why our schools are integrated now with whites, blacks, Muslims,
Everybody.
Jews, is because of these 9 black children in Little Rock, Arkansas. They decided, I guess the U.S. Supreme Court decided that
they
now
could
we
go
will integrate. And so this is all white people. You could look it up. You could see the actual footage. Thank God we had that footage. But you could see them and the challenges they face just walking into the school, being spat on, being thrown things at. And some of it was on a daily basis, ongoing. So who knows what happened after school. But it's that, imagine that.
Yeah, but and also keep in mind that these 9 didn't have to go to that school. The judges just said,
that's
if
for their
you want to go.
children's future.
He said, if you want to go to the school, you could. No other black kids said nope. No black parents.
It's scary.
And these 9 said, I want to go to this school.
Right, because that's about their legacy.
Yeah, and not only that, they knew that school had better education there.
Better everything. The quality of the books, the quality of the furniture, the quality of the tools, all
and
of
a lot
that.
of the teachers wanted these 9 because they were very smart as well.
There you go.
So
So imagine what they could do with better tools, with learning,
But it took and I love how they
See where
say
they're at now.
It took the U.S. Army soldiers to to help them in.
That's what the Army's for.
But no,
National Guard.
Some of the U.S. Army didn't want to help them.
Of course.
The real story, you think about
That's how it is realistically.
If this was the time of racism, big time, like they
60s.
didn't the
1957.
50s, yeah. They didn't want blacks and whites.
After World War
So
II.
you're gonna tell me a white soldier was protecting a black person that don't like black people? Come on, tell me the whole story. Some of them probably got court-martialed because they didn't want to help.
That did happen.
You know what I'm saying? So read into what they're trying to say versus, you know, they say some of the army. That means that when they came on the bus, the army, some of them just said nope.
Right.
Or they just sat there and they hit them and they was like, I don't care.
I'm not protecting no nears.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically
I think,
what they said.
You know, God forbid, but I think that's why when I hear that accent, I don't trust them for some reason. They sound like car salesmen.
That accent
Sounds like a car salesman. That to me, I don't know.
Because it sounds so casual and respectful, but it's so cutthroat.
Right.
To the gut.
Right, you know?
Like a pig.
You know, one of those like, yeah, come on here, don't worry about it. Oh, he actually is coming. Oh, God. You know what I mean?
Now that's 3 whips. 3 whips for you, Josiah. 3 whips.
But when we come back, we're going to come back with a couple of 3 more history, and then we're going to, you know, jump into our topics. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Again, you know, hopefully you were here in the beginning. We were talking about in today's history. So we were talking about the Little Rock Nine.
Yeah. Paved the way for today.
Yeah, it's a lot of when you think about history, and that's in today's history, September 25th. It's a lot of things that happen, and it's always good.
Colleges are integrated.
Yes, and a lot of things happen because of that reason.
Yeah.
If you think about it, if you can go back in time, but you take out one little thing in history, I think it will change so much. And it might be
Butterfly
it might be in the worst change, right. It might be in the good change. But no matter what, that these changes needed to be happening.
They did.
It needed to happen.
They did, and that's why they did it, because they, you know, no matter how afraid you are, there's still things you have to do.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know, speaking, you know, of the 9 black students that did this, for Black History Month, they need to show these things that's going on. But in Black History Month, they also need to talk about some of the whites and all those that were helping them.
Of course.
To change this
the other
history.
Races, the Jewish.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just when you speak of, when I hear Black History Month, they want to talk about the history. I'm thinking of, so you want to talk about the 50s to the 60s. That's what I hear. Yeah. And when I hear that, I hear about that one
not
woman.
Slavery.
Yeah, not slavery.
Omitting 300-400 years.
Because, you know, because if you think about it, how much of slavery do we know?
You know what?
Not much.
As far as the transatlantic, can I tell you something? I know a lot about U.S. slavery, but I don't know enough about the Caribbean and Latin American slave trade.
Yeah, even the European slaveries, even the Chinese slaveries. So that's why I'm saying we don't know so much about slavery. So when I hear Black History Month, I hear what changed everybody's mind to now. You know, what made it develop. Because if you think about it, slavery did not make the development of what we have now.
No, not in a progressive way.
Right,
no.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm thinking of the nine kids, of that church that got blown up, and then all the whites and all blacks got together to build the church.
Black Wall Street.
Yeah, Black Wall Street. These are the histories that change things for me, I'm saying.
Black Wall Street is sad, and the thing about Central Park, and you know, that's all sad.
From Abraham Lincoln to now, that's where I think about. You know what I mean? Yeah. So good or bad, no matter what it is, it's still part of history. Right. You know what I mean? So like I heard someone say, I don't care about Abraham Lincoln. I said, okay, go back to history and make Abraham Lincoln not end the slavery. What was going to happen now? We probably wouldn't have never gotten
another 40, 50 years.
We'll probably, because remember the next president didn't want that.
Yeah.
The candidates. So you know, none of that would have happened.
Probably would have been in the civil rights movement would have took place in the 80s, maybe.
Maybe 80s, 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Like in Germany.
Yeah. If it would have ever took place. So bad history, good history, it all comes to part. You know, it all mixes line up.
Right.
But you know, I'm glad that they had the courage. These kids had the courage enough to say, no, I'm going to that school. And
Things have to change.
wind up having some of the best friends in those schools. Because it's not really the kids, because you're not born racist.
No, you're taught that in the
taught that.
household.
So when these kids,
You hear it, your parents say things.
yeah, you hear these kids like they join together and everything. I'm like, because they didn't tell you that part.
Right.
You know, they did a documentary, and some of them were friends to this day. You know, so it's a good story. I'm just sad that they had to go through that. That's a scary thing.
Life
People
changed.
going
Somebody
down,
had to.
spitting at them.
Somebody had to.
So
Like that, the whole thing with the diner, how they had to get ready for that. And they, like, I don't know if I can be nonviolent, quite honestly, when it comes to being defensive. I don't know if nonviolence is a tactic I would play if I'm being physically violated, spat on, called nigger, a slut, or whatever,
But you
slapped
see-
it, put a pie,
well,
whatever.
we can say that because we have the freedom and we have the ability. But when we were in that time, our brain was different.
You couldn't afford that, right?
Right.
So
Our
you had to have
mindset-
the
because I've been hearing
restraint.
people like, yeah, you would have whipped me with a whip. I would have been fighting.
think I would've
No,
got-
you would have not been fighting. No, you
I would have been a bad slave, though. I know. that.
Your mindset was not for that, because remember, before you become a slave, what they attack is your mind.
Yeah, you have to.
They attack your mind to make it feel like it's supposed to be, and you're not supposed to go back.
Break you down,
Right.
and then build you up as they want you.
Because remember, they used to break men down by doing them in the butt.
Yeah.
So
They break horses.
Right.
You know.
So
They break families by raping the women. You know, during wartime, like that. That's a.
it's just like some of the mafia people. When you watch movies, I'll be like, boy, look at this skinny guy, and everybody's scared of him. Because why? He probably shot somebody in front of you, you know, to make him look tough. But when there's nobody around, he's not tough.
Yeah.
So it happens. But also, 1962, the People of Democrat Republican was officially created. That's when the KKK made it, September 25th, 1962. Made, sorry, not the, who was it? I know it was the master or the master of ceremony, something like that, of the KKK who made Democrat. The Democrats, because the Democrats was always KKK first.
Okay.
So, but they were 1962 were officially made because the Republicans were trying to help blacks and everything. So,
Yeah.
and also 1992, NASA launches the Mars spacecraft.
That was sad. No, I'm thinking of the other
Oh,
thing in the
oh,
80s.
yeah,
the
80s, when that
Challenger.
blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
The Observer.
the one that said
Yeah, that was the
like
Challenger.
3 or 4 pieces.
Yeah,
that was sad. That was
sad.
sad.
This is the Observer.
Yeah, and then a few years later, in 2008, in September 25th, China launches their first 3 astronaut spacecraft. So that's a little bit in history.
That's late, huh?
Yeah, because, you know, it looks like
Their first
16 years later.
Is it?
Yeah, 1992 to 208.
That's okay.
16 years later,
3 astronaut.
the astronaut spacecraft.
Well, which was the one in '92? Was that like a 1 astronaut or 2 astronauts?
No, but that was ours. That was
Okay.
the United States.
I'm
This
just
is China.
surprised that
China made
China was
their-
so far behind.
Well, I think they had where there were a couple people in the rocket, but this was just a 3-person aircraft. I don't think they ever used it again, because I never heard of them using any of 3.
I don't know much about these modern
Yeah.
spacecraft, so.
I don't even know if they went to the moon, so I don't even know if they went anywhere. There's so much conspiracy about it that I don't even know. I don't really even care.
I stopped trying to,
Figure it out.
deal with that conspiracy. I don't know, it was fake.
Because some of the conspiracies, you think about it, you're like,
Yeah, because they say, okay, it happened, but it didn't happen at that time. So they recorded it, but then it still happened. They just recorded it and made it that way so that people could see it on TV. But it still happened.
Like when I used to be in school, or they said the first man to land on the moon.
Right.
So I used to be like, so who put the camera on the moon? If he was the first one, there wouldn't no shouldn't be
Where's
no
the
camera.
Where's the film coming from?
Yeah, and then the flag in the back is flapping, but there's no air
Right.
in the moon. So these questions always had me
You should ask questions, even if you don't have the answers. You know, you
Yeah,
have to
it's
question
just a
it.
curiosity. And again, thank you to my history teacher who used to make us be that person.
Yeah.
So we had to have the flag there. We had to jump like we were in the moon. And then I was looking, I was, always a clown. So I'm looking and the camera's there. I'm like, and then that's when I realized, I was like, who put this camera here? If I'm the first one here. So I came and put it and then went back on the ship and then act like I was the first one. That was kind of
I'm hoping it's a satellite or one of those remote things. I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but it was kind of high.
He
It
had
was
a
like-
cell phone.
It was kind yeah. And then they had these so-called females who I laughed. What was that? 2 months ago, that they went up in the ship, and then they came back down, and they called themselves astronauts.
Who went up in the ship?
The girl from Good Morning America.
Why?
I know they call
We're
themselves-
paying for that? Why?
They call themselves astronauts, but you were going on a ride to a ship, and you didn't even go all the way up. You just broke the.
They just let her get in it?
and then they came back.
She's a
down.
guest. She didn't go to school
Yeah,
and
it's like 4
stuff,
or 5
right?
of them.
Yeah. That's for what?
And they call themselves astronauts. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna jump on top.
How do they get to pick them?
I don't know. Right. I'm gonna jump on the back of a fire truck and call myself a fireman. It doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go to school. Like you gotta.
You didn't even go to Mars or nothing. Move.
You gotta be good at math
You
for
just
sure.
went way up in the air on a rocket and then came back down and talking about. I'm
That's what I mean. Like they didn't study for that. So how did they get in there?
The only thing, well, they were not.
That's
astronauts,
bull.
They were just on a ride, basically. They were
Yes.
just sitting there with a thing going.
Right. One
That's it.
half point five mission. That's what it was.
Yeah. Stupid.
We take you there and take you back.
But Bad Bunny is.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, first of all, he doesn't want to do. I heard he doesn't want to do his concerts so much here in America no more.
Why?
Because he's scared that the illegals are going to be getting caught and taken away. First of all, they only get taken away if they do something
Illegal.
bad.
Right.
If you're illegal and you hear you didn't really do nothing, they're not radar on you.
Yeah, no, that's not true.
I haven't
They've
seen
been
one
raiding.
yet.
They'll pick certain spots to raid
Because they
illegals.
know that's criminal.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they think that a concert's a good spot, what's stopping them from?
Yeah. But I'm saying like they raiding places where they know there's criminals at.
And nobody's
They're not raiding places where they know that there's only illegals.
I don't
even
know.
though they are criminals.
I think they're also raiding illegals who aren't criminals.
I know there's places that
But they have
have a bunch
to-
of
they-
illegal in there, and they have not raided them.
Yeah, because they're scared of them.
No, because no, these are wives, husbands, babies. It's like a church thing, and they're not raiding because they don't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? They actually trying to go for my opinion, my view.
Unless somebody blows a whistle on them.
Right, my view. But if you have people that you've seen, not heard of, because I hate when people are like, yeah, I heard that. No. What you've seen, because I see it with my own eyes, and I can take you there to that church, and they pretty much all in there. But he doesn't want to do it. But anyway, he's getting sued by another Puerto Rican in Puerto Rico.
For the concert?
No, because he filmed his music video in front of this guy's house, and in his video he's talking about his iconic house
So why would he do that?
because he didn't have permission to film.
Yeah, but why would you think that you have permission to film in front of somebody's house?
Because you know how that thing, if it's in public, you can film.
If it's their grounds,
Listen,
and if you're talking about their property,
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. If you're filming, like if I'm filming her and then it's in the background and I caught it, that is fair play. That's public.
Right, but if
if I'm filming a movie, a show, or something, and I'm going towards your property and filming it,
and promoting
of course I'm in a public setting, because if you're in public, whatever you can see, you can film.
right?
But not if you're using it for a media or not if you're using it for a movie or a music
Yeah,
video.
right.
You have to ask
He's
permission.
blatantly promoting it.
Right. So he said it was at his iconic house of someone else's residence. So I guess
But
when
why
he heard
not
it-
like knock on their door and say, "Do you mind if?"
Yeah, he has money. Matter of fact, I think
It would have been a lot easier. You never want to like just jump in this guy's pool because I can. No, you don't.
I think the person would have gave it to him for free
right.
because he's Bad Bunny.
Because he's Bad Bunny, but you don't disrespect people like that, promote their house, not say a word to them.
Doesn't fly that way. Doesn't fly that way.
That's
So I don't really understand why he did it.
that's unnecessary drama.
Yeah, it is. He could have
just-
avoided. He could have avoided all that.
Hey man,
I
you want to do a
think-
cameo?
I think that he probably didn't think like the person would get upset because his house
he's
is on
Bad
the
Bunny.
video. Myself too, I wouldn't be that upset that I don't even care if he was good Bunny.
I probably wouldn't have known.
I would not care if my house was on his music video. So what? He wasn't inside my house. You know what I mean? Like it was outside the house. So
There were no other houses around, or it was just.
I think it was just his, and you know how they focus on that one thing, and
That
he was
sounds kind of
singing.
cheap, though, huh?
Yeah. To me, it sounds like someone that wanted money. Heard it was Bad Bunny. Because,
Right.
first of all,
Right, of
if he
course.
owns a house in Puerto Rico, he might be a little older.
Right.
But I don't think he's Bad Bunny age listening person. If you
Like
own a
older
house.
than him.
Right. So, how did you know the house was on the
Because
video?
his granddaughter told him.
Exactly.
Papa!
Mira, abuelo,
Yeah.
esa es tu casa, mira, look it. You know what I'm saying?
Mucho dinero.
So, and then you had to do research because half of those houses in Puerto Rico look the same. So he must have something so totally
An
different.
address, maybe.
So maybe the address, or maybe just he had
Because
that different look.
That's gonna matter in court.
Yeah, the color could be.
He must be able to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but he
Something
is getting
stupid.
sued for his iconic house in the video. So I have no idea.
What else is going on?
Well, what's going on now is we're taking another commercial break. When we come right back, we're going to talk about Mexico, a nice thing that Mexico is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, let's go. Hello, welcome back to the LDM Show. During the commercial break, we were talking about Cardi B. Okay, whatever she says. But she was in New York, like I was telling you, she was in New York subway selling her CD, promoting her new CD, and she was singing outside and everything.
You know what subway she was at?
I don't know which train.
'Cause sometimes that matters.
Let
It
me
makes
check.
a
Let me,
difference.
she was probably on the 6th train or something.
In
I
the
don't
Bronx?
know. Probably. No, she was in the Bronx train.
Oh.
Let me see, real quick. But promoting her CD was the crazy thing that I seen with my scars.
Because times are hard.
How you say her name? Cardi
B.
B. Oh, yeah, right there. Cardi B on the train. Let's see. I don't know which train, but I know she was on the train. See, she was selling her CDs. Let me see if the image.
It's just got.
See, she was selling her CD, but it doesn't say what
all that
train.
makeup.
Trying to see the train, it doesn't say. But she had the Welch's box and everything selling her CDs.
Oh, man.
It just says on the train in New York City. And then she came out to party. Wait, Coco Soul? She was in Coco Soul? In Choo Choo Soul? Cardi B?
How long ago was that?
I don't know, but I remember seeing Choo Choo Soul. But I didn't know that was Cardi B. But anyway, things you see on this.
Like Drake on Degrassi.
Yeah, so see? She was on the train selling.
Yeah, and people still didn't.
Did it?
Be a professional ballerina, but trying to make a better example for my kids.
This is a professional ballerina.
My new album, Am I the Drama? $9.99.
Cambridge Street. Ain't-
$20, $30, you know what I'm saying?
That's the 2?
Oh, she was on the 2 train,
Got the 2 or
Cambridge,
the
yeah.
5?
Oh, it doesn't stretch.
Please support Mother Tree September 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was there. She was there.
It was like nobody on the train.
Yeah.
Rush
that-
hour?
Yeah. She would not done rush hour. She would have not done rush
You
hour.
don't move.
Hey, boom! Get out the way.
What's your fucking candy?
I don't want your damn thing. So she tried it. She thought she was Keanu Reeves. That's why what she thought she was.
Reeves.
So, Keanu Reeves be on the train like nothing. So we don't care. But anyway, I didn't know this, but in June, the Mexican president passed a law that bans the use of dolphins, sea lions, whales, orcas for entertainment.
That's good.
So
they're
a
letting
couple
them go,
weeks,
or they just
yeah,
still
a couple
display
of weeks
them?
ago, they just let go 350 dolphins
That's a
to
damn
the
shame.
wildlife. They don't want no more of entertaining, using them as entertainment.
It's not
because
fair.
some of them, they notice that some of them don't seem like themselves. Like they're not a dolphin
You're a
because they're not.
slave.
Right.
You're a slave. They're making you do stuff. You got this little room to move around back and forth, and it's pretty much like a cell for people. If you think about the size of, the whale, where the whale has to be.
But the thing
and-
is that I was thinking, like, you let 350 go. Were they ready to go? Are they still just chilling around the area because they
Do they
don't
know
want
how
to go
to
too
survive
far?
in the wild?
You know what I'm saying?
Or is it the wild, or is it like
Yes.
a protected?
No, out in the
Because
sea.
sometimes they'll have a piece of the wild, but it'll be secure.
Out of the sea. Gone. I don't care. You don't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, one of those things.
They all died right after.
I know, right?
Big ass sharks.
350 dolphins showed up in the beach, dead. No, but it's a nice thing that they did, that they said no more. I know they took some of the sea lions away and things like that.
No, they weren't put on this earth for our amusement.
No, they wasn't. So I'm glad they did something like that.
Yeah, that's good.
So, listen.
We'll see who's next doing it.
Yeah.
I don't
can
think
see
it'll
like
be
you
us.
having like
we make too much money off of
like a couple of them that cannot survive in the wild. I can understand you having them, but ones that can survive, once they can survive, let them go.
Right.
Like,
After
why are
they-
you
they
still
burn.
having them for entertainment?
so they're too old and yeah.
Yeah, and then you want to throw them out. No. Like, you use them and
Fast
abuse them.
mating season. Yeah.
But I didn't hear yet about the sea lions, what they did with them, or the orcas. So far, they let the dolphins out. So,
They flushed them down the toilet.
yeah, the sea lions, what you gonna do? Put them in Alaska or something like that? They're not gonna survive.
In the sewer.
You know, the orcas, what they're gonna do? They're gonna go over there and talking about, no, don't kill those sea lions. We used to play with them. Boy, we don't play with them over here. You know what I mean? They probably eat them. Who knows? But I have a question before we go to our next break.
What's your question?
This wife gave her husband a lap dance. Not bad. Lap dance, pretty good. Hey, give me a lap dance anytime,
You
blah,
saw the
blah,
lap
blah.
dance?
But it was on her wedding day.
On whose wedding?
Her wedding day.
It wasn't both of their wedding?
Yeah, their wedding day, she gave her husband, her new husband,
lap dance.
a lap dance.
What's the matter?
I don't think that was right. That's personal. Especially,
Oh, other people was around?
yes, her wedding.
Oh, at the reception.
Yes. And then she was rolling out this way, front.
Some people are just cheesy like that, dude.
She
You
did
know?
a whole standing 69.
She
and
thought that
everything.
was hot. Like I've been doing my pole exercises at the gym. Sally's been teaching me.
I was,
Cause
That-
I'm 50, but
yo, that was so. And then I've been watching hood ghetto mortality weddings from whites, blacks, Spanish, Chinese. No matter who you were, some of these weddings, you need to go. You need, especially some of the sweet 16s. But this one, she was.
yeah. So, I mean, was she basically showing everybody what he's got at home, like all his friends, his family, in case they want to get some, his little son or whatever. His
Because
dad.
you know, there could be a guy that probably liked her, and you wind up marrying her, and now he
And now
sees.
he's like, yeah.
Yeah, I see what she got. You know, I don't know.
That nothing when I go to the house tomorrow.
That's kind of personal. Even the one that you have to go under their dress to grab the thing.
I think the garter belt.
Yeah, I think that's kind of personal.
That always kind of like embarrassed me as a kid. Like, oh.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
it was risque. I don't know. Like, we all know you guys are gonna get laid tonight, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And we all know she was not supposed to wear white anyway.
Everybody knows you're going to have sex, or the expectation is you're going to have sex that night, right? Within hours of dancing. So why don't need to see her garter belt?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
He needs to be teased for 2 seconds.
And then you're gonna go slow, and then
smash the cake in her face, because that's sexy, right?
Yeah. Anything like that, I do not.
Smashing the cake in the face, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's certain things
really
that is
hard.
personal.
I've seen some guys be like,
oh, heck no.
Like, dude, it's too late to back out.
Listen, if dude is gonna hit you with that cake that hard, he has some issues. Something you did to him.
You're trying to get away from it, and he's just shoving it in.
He's probably mad. Shit, I had to marry her. Blah,
Eat it.
So,
eat the cake, anime.
Now, like you said, it's embarrassing. Any other things that embarrass you when you see people's weddings or even videos?
Too much kissing, like too deep.
Yeah.
I mean,
now you
I
can
understand
kiss,
it as
now
an
you can
adult,
kiss the bride doesn't mean suck the face all
your
up.
family's there.
Yeah, that's.
Your grandmother.
Even with me, when they was like, now you can kiss the bride, I was like, okay, that's it. We ain't doing all this show and tell. You know what I'm saying?
Put your tongue in her mouth.
Yeah, grabbing the neck and stuff.
I've seen that.
No, we forgetting that they did. Oh, my bad.
That's never gonna. See, that's not me. I'm never gonna forget because I was never that person who did that in front of their parents and stuff. Anyway,
you don't do that. My grandmother-in-law was there. My mother-in-law was there. You
used to change your diapers and shit.
I'm like uncles and like no, we know.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you
like with my friends and stuff like that, I would grab her, hug her and stuff. But when it comes to the elders and stuff, we don't do none of that. We don't do no show and tell.
I don't think it's necessary. They don't need to see it. They know what it is. They've done it.
Yeah. But it's always the wedding type of reception when they do the dance that is kind of. They had one video where the girls were doing a strip tease.
To everybody, that's not necessary.
She started doing a strip tease.
See, who are they before they get married? What type of people are they doing that stuff before?
They
probably just did it the day before.
Ghetto thing. She was doing a strip tease for her new husband. And then the bridesmaid came out and started doing the strip. First of all, if you have a girlfriend that looks way better than you, you better not be having her strip tease next to your husband.
Yeah, definitely.
You'd be like, oh.
Because those women are looking to get laid too. They're looking for marriages and whatnot. Mm-hmm. They come there hungry, go to weddings hungry.
So, listen. Now,
trying to catch that damn
bouquet and stuff. Like, yeah.
The sash, oh man.
The guys are trying to duck. No,
right.
Don't be, no.
Right.
But there are certain things that I seen in the weddings that were kind of cool, that I smiled about, like
chair dance.
The wedding itself. There was a couple that's very big wrestling fans.
Oh yeah.
And they came out like one of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because one of the guys came out like Roman Reigns, who's one of the big wrestlers, and you see them all with their fingers up in the air. Dun, dun, they came up.
That's how wrestlers get married.
And then. The same couple later on, she was looking at the husband, and she was saying something to him. And he was like, "Yeah, now you're mine." And she said, "No, you're mine." And then they did the wrestling thing. She said, "Let me tell you something. All cause she was like, "All cause you're my husband now. This battle is gonna go crazy." And I'm telling you, are y'all ready? This is gonna go crazy. Right. I'll tell you, I could come out. She was like, I could come out of nowhere and do something like this. And she grabbed him and threw him inside the table. Yeah, so it's like a whole wrestling theme, which was kind of cool. Yeah. Some people were like, but you hear everybody else screaming, yeah.
You gotta be into the wrestling.
Yeah, everyone that was happy and screaming, they knew them. They knew that they loved wrestling.
They knew them. Right.
So, and then there was a black couple who came down, and the guy was like, I forgot what song, but it was an old 60 type song.
Okay. Doo-wop.
Yeah, and then he came up, he was like, oh no, forget this, scratch this. I'm not gonna marry. He was like, not in this song. And then it was like, come on. come on. And then you see the crowd started coming up and they started singing. it was like a chorus type of singing, and they all started singing. And you see the people that didn't know, they were like,
Oh wow, yeah.
and then the bride and everything, she was like started singing because she can sing. I guess they were like a singing family or something, because she came out and she started singing and it came out perfectly. Okay. Something like a theme where it's tasteful like that. It was perfect.
Yeah, I figure if you're gonna do a wedding and you have a hobby, make it a theme. Why not? You got a lot of friends and stuff who's in the hobby and want to celebrate your love. Why not?
Yeah.
Because the wedding now it's kind of redundant, especially nowadays. People get married more than once. But you gotta like do something different sometimes. For your second, third, or whatever the hell it is.
There was one video that I started cracking up. I think it was
You're gonna spend the money. You might as well make it special.
I think it was their 5th wedding, or not the wedding. I mean 5th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Or their 10th anniversary. But it was so funny because the husband comes down to remarry, and there was like, we joined these couples again in this rejoice of their marriage to start. Yeah. And he said, so now you can kiss the bride. She had a dark white thing on that you couldn't see. We were like this. It was the best man. And then the wife was next to him going, hey. She was like, what the? And everybody started cracking up.
He didn't notice. He didn't know the body.
No, because he was the face was covered. Yeah. And then he had the dress and everything. He didn't notice. So I guess they were both slim wise. So he didn't really care.
I'm just like thinking the arms, the hands, and
no, it was covered. Like the whole thing was covered. Okay. So he didn't notice. I was dying, and then the wife was on the best man's side. She was, I think, the third one, because he had all like 4 best men there, and she was the third person, and because it was also a masquerade type of thing. Okay, all the best mans had the mask. What's that? Phantom of the Opera type mask, and then the girls had the little stick holding that mask. So it was.
So you have to be dainty and hold it.
Yeah, it was so funny where something like that. We're like, we got married already. Let's do something funny, fun. So
you're gonna spend the money, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Interesting.
What do you guys think? You would do a funny wedding
you
or
could have
or
two
theme
different
wedding?
kinds of weddings, like a serious wedding and a fun wedding.
I think if it's your first time, I think the wedding should be serious.
Yeah.
But the reception should be fun. It's
true.
a party.
Yeah, because you don't want it too rigid the whole day. Like.
Yeah, because you're supposed to do that one dance with your husband. I don't want to do that.
Husband, dad.
You want to do a thing, and oh my God, type in receptions dance with your father. You're gonna see this white guy and this white girl was like, they grabbed each other, and he said, hit that beat. And they were like, yo, it was so fun. And they were doing the same moves and everything. It was like, that was a daughter and father dance. They all.
Yeah, you gotta make it interesting.
They all have fun. Yeah. And then one of them that they had, how they call those 4 people that sing, the triplets or something like that? The doo-wops, but when they call them something.
Oh, I don't know. You mean quadruplet?
Something like that, right? Came and sang the End of the Road song, because that was his wife's favorite song. They killed it. And they just came out one came out, another came out here, and they killed it. But that's memorable stuff. If you know your wife or husband loves something like that, surprise them on the receptionist with that.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
memory.
But then you got the other ones, ghetto, and you had this one coming down. They were all smoking weed and popping champagnes, and the bride over there twerking.
I was gonna say, you gotta twerk. It ain't
Yo, I was like, and the mother, you can see the mother's face like this.
Really?
The father and
they were embarrassed. So
they were embarrassed. And then people like,
you didn't raise them like that.
You could see their face like they didn't know if this was real. They were like, oh, they just joking with us. They just joking with us. No.
Because it can't be real.
It was real. It was real. They were over here, and then she jumped on his thing where he wrapped her legs around him, and
he spun her around.
I was
that's like, a lot.
Ghetto ass thing, weird ass ones too. Like when I first seen that one video, I just kept scrolling, looking up for other videos. All in black, one wedding.
Is that goth?
They were goth.
I've seen goth weddings.
they were
you know,
goth.
where they're like
But it would look like,
vampires.
yeah, and well, I think some of them were vampires because some of them had the little fang,
Yeah.
the red.
Yeah, that's redundant too.
But that's dumb. So I can't say it's
But
weird.
it's also redundant. The whole Jack Skellington look, you know, wedding thing, the goth wedding. It's been done so many times before, guys.
Yeah, but that's dumb.
I don't know, make it
Like
Halloween.
bikers.
Halloween one.
Bikers don't really get dressed. I seen this.
Right.
I seen this.
You wear
I
the
seen
cut,
this
you
guy
gotta
with
wear
the
the cut.
t-shirt that
Yeah.
has the tuxedo.
under his cut.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you couldn't even get a tuxedo. Like, I know y'all bikers, but come on.
No, everybody has to know all the time.
No, but some of the bikers weddings and stuff, they're real cool. They come around the block.
Convoy.
Yeah, you see the whole bikers and they're having their flags up.
I think to me that's the best time when a bunch of Harleys look good, like when they're all convoy together, like.
Yeah, you know, when you're in a group like that and they do it like that, like I seen
Bigger than a car, you know.
I seen a baseball group when he got married outside. They got in the backyard. You see all of them with the ball bat, and they said pat 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 one at a time. Dun, 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 dun. They were hitting the ball. You know, not so hard that it's gonna fly in someone else's yard, but the whole thing is that they passing it on to them. You know, so pretty cool. But the ghetto one still, even the flower girl was ghetto, and that was a little kid. I'm like, no, please.
She's being
But they were
trained
hood
for-
people, so you know. And I seen a video with another ghetto thing, but they were comedy.
was funny.
They were making fun of that video.
Yeah, because that can't be serious.
Yeah, because
When it's serious, you see 10 years later why it was serious.
yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I seen videos, funny videos. The priest was the baby's daddy's first baby daddy. The guy, she was like, "Will you marry? Are you gonna marry? Who you? Number 5? Number 6? 6, right? Okay. You're gonna marry number 6. They didn't even give him a name. He said number 6.
Yeah.
I was dying.
Maybe it is better to have a bunch of different baby daddies, because then, you know, that every child might have being taken care of. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, too many baby daddies, no good. No,
Because they all could go to their father, right? And then they could all stay with their father, and then she'll have herself to herself to have another baby.
Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna come right back and we're gonna hit our one question of Love Corner. We'll be right back. That'll be a little too much. All right, ready? Straight to Love Corner. Let me restart this. All right. Welcome back. I hope you like it. All right. Welcome back. I hope you like some stuff without baby daddies and all this. So
Absolutely.
Lap dancing on the weddings and things like that. But I have a question, a dating question here. I seen a video with a guy that a girl that bring her friend to a date and then got pissed because the guy didn't want to pay for
Why was she
her
still
dinner.
there? While
First
they
of
got
all,
their food? I don't know.
said, I don't know you like that, so I don't trust you, so I bring my friend. She
She
said, I don't know you
Oh,
like that, so I don't
okay.
trust you, so I bring my friend.
I'm not dating you.
Okay?
Right.
So then who's paying for that? Because I'm not dating
But she
your
didn't
friend.
have to stay.
I asked you, do you want to
Right,
go on
like,
a date?
okay, girl, he's a real person. He looks like this.
She could have been on another trip.
If not, you know what? I'm gonna go eat myself.
He looks like good,
I'll
he
come
good.
pick you
If
up.
not, you know what? I'm gonna go eat myself by myself. Or better yet, you be like, hey girl, can you come with me?
Yeah.
And that girl
Yeah,
brings
that's
her own
awkward. I
date,
would've
and they
left.
sit on another table
left
watching
right
to
at
make
the-
sure
yeah.
you're okay. But right there, no, what's awkward was she wanted her date to pay for
I would have
both of their
addressed it in the
dinners.
beginning.
That was kind of no, that ain't happening.
So we separate checks. 3 separate tracks, please.
Bring her, so
Oh
no, you're saying to eat.
Oh, you bring her, so
Right.
you leaving?
They're not going
Oh
anywhere
no, you're
else.
saying to
Some of these
eat.
food are kind of
Oh, okay. You know, some of these food are kind of expensive.
First
I
of
hope
all,
you got
he
the
didn't have
money.
to pay for
I would have made
anybody's
sure
food
she
but his
understands
own.
that I'm not paying for this.
No, but he invited the girl.
All right.
So
Yeah. No, but he invited
Yeah,
the
address
girl
it in the
for a date.
beginning. Like
So,
if you
we say.
my culture,
address it in the beginning.
my culture, we
Whoever
say
invited
quien invite
pays.
paga, meaning
But he
whoever
invited her.
Right.
invites
So he should have
pays.
addressed it.
But he
as
invited
soon as he found
her
that out.
on a date.
Oh, okay.
Not
you
her
wait until
friend.
you get the check. Like, well, I'm not paying for yours. Okay. You were waiting until you get the check. Like, well, I'm not paying for
She was mad. I guess he assumed.
She was mad. I guess he assumed
I don't wanna deal
that
with it
she was
when it
going to pay
comes.
for her own.
In the beginning, I'm
Yeah.
like,
I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I'm not paying for your food.
No, I would have said in the beginning. I'm like, oh, okay.
I want to order mine and her food
Even ordering, I want to order mine and her food,
separate.
and then she's ordering separate. I don't know what
That way,
she's ordering.
the waiter already knows
Separate.
her.
She's
She's
ordering.
not with us.
So that way, the waiter already knows. her
Everybody's
stuff
gonna
is
know.
separate.
The three of us are not together.
If this is a date, I'm already paying enough.
And listen, if this is a date, I'm already
Well, that's not
paying
gonna happen
enough
that
to
day,
try to
you know
get
that.
some from you.
Won't happen.
Because I'm getting paid for her.
Now, see,
It won't happen if I don't
if he
pay.
was a
Somebody
dude, he
giving it
would've-
up.
he would've-
You or her.
Handled that like, listen, if I pay, I pay a burger for both of you. Share the fries. Both of you come home.
With
You want your own fries? Oh no, we definitely.
Fry it and
Damn right.
shake. You definitely come
Oh, you want your own fries? Oh no, we definitely hitting. We
got a
definitely
bar?
hitting this. You know what I'm saying?
What would you talk about? Or they just sat in
Like,
silence eating?
I don't understand.
The video is only at the end. Towards the end.
There's no
I
way.
don't know
I'm-
because the video is only at the end, towards the end. So, and half of these videos are skits anyway, but it's just a
Yeah,
whole and people
believe
probably be like,
it.
"Oh, I don't
These
think that would
days,
happen."
anything could happen.
Ghetto people would do something like that. Believe that. Believe that. That's why they do these
They know
skits
somebody
because they
who had
already
to deal with it.
went through it or they know someone that went through it, so they did a skit about it.
There was
Awkward
But
ass.
yeah, she.
another one that
There was another one that
That's
bring
even
her
trickier 'cause you
kid
can't say much about that.
to the date.
I could say it. Who paying for those kids? Your baby daddy.
I could say it.
If you
Who
pay
paid for
that
those kids?
day, you're expected
Your
to
baby
pay
daddy gave you
the
money to
whole
buy?
way.
No.
I'm sorry. I love kids, but if I come on.
I'm
Just
sorry.
know that.
I love kids and all, but if I come on a date, and you bring your kids, the first thing I'm like, oh, that's nice of your baby daddy to give you money.
Yeah,
to
you
pay
gotta
for their
address
food.
that in the beginning.
I'm telling you, that's me. Because I'm not paying for your kids. That's not my. They're not
Unless,
my
of course, he
responsibility.
invites
I'm
both
just
of
trying to
them.
know you
The
first.
video he was telling, he was like,
he invites both of them.
No, that the video he was telling, he was like, I don't know why you're getting mad. You don't want to bring your kids. She was like,
Kids.
yeah, there was 3.
Oh, I'm definitely not paying for them. But why would he still sit and eat with her?
No, he left.
Yeah.
He left.
Because the
They
kids
were
have to
arguing
eat.
in the
You can't sit a
parking
kid
lot.
down. You can't sit a kid down in front of food and not feed him.
Yeah, see,
That's
why
cruel.
that's why I think he said no. Let's
That's
go.
cruel.
He just left, and she was arguing with him in the parking lot. Oh, you're just gonna leave? He was like, I'm leaving because I'm not
She thought
paying
she
for
was
it.
getting a free dinner. That's
what it is.
That's what you get. You embarrass your kids.
Listen, and her kids are like, they don't even know
Using
what's
them
going on.
like pawns, saddlebags, you know.
She thought that bringing the kid would make him feel bad and then feed the kid.
No, not
Homeboy said
everybody
no.
is. No.
Listen, when I dated, I never.
3. It'd be different if 1, okay, and then that's it. But 3, that's costly. That's
One-
one whole adult at least.
1, you get a maybe. 2, I'll think about it. 3 is a hell no.
Yeah.
3 and up is a hell no. You bring them on a date, we're not doing this. No.
No, because now it's like I'm charity.
Yeah. We ain't.
You coughing up some money with 3 kids and 2 adults.
No.
Let's put it this way, in great adventure terms, you're coming out of your pocket.
3 kids, you better get that girl that was on the date and bring her too.
As a babysitter or
Because
something.
somebody gonna get hit and it's gonna be more than one person because I'm not.
These skits you come across.
Yeah. Like I said, the other one that got like if you're on a date and you know how they say you want to take some home. This girl actually ordered another 2 plates, and the guy asked him, "What is that for?" It was for her kids. She wanted him to pay
Afterward.
the 2 dinners to take with her for the kids.
That was slick.
And then she's
She
mad.
knew from the beginning she
She's
was
mad.
gonna do
She's
that.
like, "Why you recording me? Go ahead, record me." This MFer doesn't want to buy my kids no food after he took her on a date, and then he wanted some of this. He ain't getting none of this. I was like, "You're
Definitely don't
You're
want
on the
none of that.
phone trying to record this, and you're the one that's looking stupid because there's no way I'm paying for your kids. That has nothing to do with me. You got to understand, ladies, and I know there's probably ladies that are going to be complaining in the bottom of these conversation here in the chat room.
You think so?
It might be. There's one or two that would agree. Well, if you're taking me out, you're taking my kids out too. No.
If it's planned, yeah.
No, I don't plan things like that unless I'm with you for at least a year.
Yeah. That's what
I tell
mean.
you, when I dated single mothers and stuff. Yo, Charles, you want to come to my house? Your kid is there? Yeah, nah.
Right.
And they used to get upset. Oh, why? You're too good to meet my kid?
It's too early.
I was like, yeah, I am too good because if I'm a bad person, I'm gonna go to your house to meet your kids, make them like me, and then break up with you.
Right.
And then here it goes. Now that kid is traumatized.
Right.
That's why I'm too good to go over there because I don't want them to get traumatized.
You don't want everybody.
I don't want them to traumatize like that.
Your kids, you just don't. That's a treasured place. You know, your kids don't need to be seen and heard and touched by everybody.
That's why I don't understand when fathers get their kids for the weekends, but they always wind up on dates or they bring a girl to their house.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
That weekend is for you and your kids.
Guys, stop. That's uncomfortable for the kid. Like, just don't do that.
No,
So you're putting the kid in a really messed up situation.
Whoever it is, when
a strange woman.
When that kid goes to the other person's house for the weekend or the week, because sometimes some people get 1 week and then you get 1 week,
right.
1 week. So whatever week that is, you tell the person you just started with, this week you can't come to my house.
Unless you live together.
That's what I'm saying. You just started with them. So if you just started with them, no.
I got
this
my
is
son.
my kid's time.
Especially if it's more than one kid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You can't split all your attention between the new lover
and then the kids.
It's one or the other.
No, and then sometimes the new lover gets
jealous. That's what I
you're
said.
spending time.
You can't.
No.
You can't.
No. But you ain't. I don't. With that said, you ain't bringing them on a date with me. You gonna pay for. Now there was videos with girls saying that the guy needs to pay for the babysitter too.
No, he's not his baby.
We're not doing. If you want to come out on a date with me, that means you're investing your time. Invest your money on your kid's babysitter to come in with me. Now we're together for a long time.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, hey babe, let's go out without the kids.
Right.
So
we could keep
but I don't have money.
spice in our life.
I don't have money to pay for the babysitter. I got that one. Now the guy can say I got it because he's already close with the kids, but he just wants time with you.
Right.
But as a date, people, I think the word dating, they forget what it means. Dating means getting to know you, meaning Wednesday I see you, Thursday I see someone else, Friday maybe I'll just stay home, and Saturday I'll see somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
But then in that case, they don't. Yeah.
That's dating.
Right.
That's dating. Now, if I'm with you, that's totally different.
Right.
Like
you're gonna have to be around the kids.
Matter of fact, there was a thing on my page that I comment on. Here it is. Her comment was, never ask a man if he is single. Instead, ask him, is anyone under the impression that you are in a relationship with you? So I laughed at that one, but my comment was basically, no, when you ask, are you single, and the guy says yes, he is not lying because he doesn't have a ring.
Usually.
No, not usually.
I mean,
What
some
single
guys
means?
lie.
Single means that you're not married.
Right.
Single doesn't mean that you have a girlfriend. So watch the questions you ask guys.
yeah.
You cannot say
Because
the guy lies.
guys will do that, pull that old technical mess on you. Like, technically, I am single.
Like the mothers. I'm a single mother.
We've been dating for 5 years, but I'm single.
Yeah, but the mothers too. I'm a single mother. Oh yeah, where's the kids at with the dad?
You're a co-parent.
So you're a co-parent, not a single mother. Single mothers are mostly the ones that their father disappeared and is not around, and you have no help. Right. Meaning you don't have even a boyfriend helping you.
No pickup, no money.
That's a single mother.
Right.
A
boyfriend, a girlfriend,
the
whatever.
husband died or the boyfriend died. Now you're a single mother. But as soon as you get a boyfriend that's helping you, you're not a single mother no more.
Right.
So single means a
Well,
lot
I
of
mean,
things.
he said technically,
That's
if
what
she's
I'm
not
saying.
married to the boyfriend, she's
See?
still
So
single.
how it goes both ways? But I hear a lot of girls saying that. Oh, I'm single. He didn't put a ring on it. I heard that so many times. Even Beyonce said, if you got to put a ring on it, because all my single ladies, so now if a guy says, no, I'm not single, I am single, you get mad because he's saying the same thing y'all girls made a whole song about? Come on. Come on now. Y'all, Beyonce and everybody made a whole thing about it. I'm still single until he puts a ring on it. Okay. Well, a guy is still single until he puts a ring on you. So watch the words you ask them.
Yeah, that single thing is tricky.
With that said, how will you ask a person without getting technical?
Are you involved in a relationship? Are you having sex with somebody else right now?
I wouldn't say having sex with someone else.
No, because you could also
if I'm dating,
well,
I
for
can...
me, that's important because if I want to have sex with you, I want to know who you
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean that that's his girlfriend. That
right,
doesn't mean
he doesn't
have a girlfriend.
But at least I know that you're intimately engaged with, and that person may have feelings for you. At least I know there's other people who may have feelings for you. That's
but how will you ask them to find out if they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
You live with somebody you're in a relationship with?
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Wait a minute.
But then if they say no, I don't live with them, it doesn't mean that they don't have a girlfriend.
Are you in a relationship with him? Or are you seeing your baby's mother?
The thing you have to do is, are you involved with someone exclusively? That's what I used to say. If you're exclusive with one person.
No, because if they're exclusive, you just shouldn't have to ask, right? If they're exclusive, then everybody knows.
No, but if they say no, and then down the line you find out there is, then you know he lied.
Oh,
or if the girl comes, oh, you didn't know? No, when I asked him, he said he didn't have no exclusive person. So it's not my fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still don't.
And then also, if your man or your woman cheats, you don't go after the person that they cheated with. You go after him or her.
They know better.
You know what I mean? They knew. You don't know if they didn't. Now, they were your best friends. That's totally different. You know?
Your brother or something.
Yeah.
You know?
But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good time today learning some conversations. Throw us some things. Next week, we have another challenge, just like we did last week.
Watch us get silly.
Check it out. This challenge is coming from Rhea, one of our engineers, and she and my son wants us to do a blind marching challenge. I don't know what it is. You're just gonna have to find out next week.
We'll figure it out. Stay tuned next
Step
time.
into the light where the stories glow, the laughter's high and the vibes just
You haven't done
flow.
it?
Community heartbeats, we're here to show. This is the rhythm of the LDM show. We bring the news.